Is it really that simple? 4 questions can identify if I'm in true love. Do I need to continue this relationship or not? Absolutely. And we're going to talk about it today. So if you're in a relationship right now and you're contemplating, is this the right thing for me? We've been years or just getting started. Stick around. We're going to talk about 4 questions that you can ask to help you determine, is this true love or is this something that I need to let go? My name is Dana, and I'm with Legacy Impact Coaching, and let's go ahead and jump into it. I watched this movie on Netflix called The Life List, and the mother gave these 4 questions that she had to determine whether or not this was a life partner or a true love. When I started thinking about them, I actually felt like there was some truth in that based upon my own relationship, based upon the hundreds of couples that we have helped, that these simple questions, though they think it's simple, they have a lot of depth to them. And if you understand what you're finding out when you come up with these answers, it will help you make a decision that could impact you for life. Okay, let's get into quickly the 4, and then we'll go into a little bit more detail. Number 1 is he or she kind? Simple enough, yes or no. Number 2, can I share my heart with that person openly? Number 3, does this person help me become the best version of myself? And number 4, can I imagine this person being the father or mother to my children? Now, hearing them on the surface, a lot of you are saying, okay, it takes more than that. That can't be the cut and dry 4 questions and that's it. Sometimes we do overcomplicate things. You've heard the KISS acronym, keep it simple, stupid. Sometimes we need to simplify things, get down to the brass tacks of what's going on, making a decision based upon that. Because when we start adding questions, a lot of times those are things that are justifying red flags, ignoring red flags, trying to be safe or try to avoid pain that we may be experiencing if we make a different decision. Fear of being alone, fear of being judged, shame, all of these feelings may come into play. And the reason why people are negating, will these questions really help me determine if this should be a lifelong relationship or just proceeding to the next level? First of all, the kindness question. Is this person kind? That is a yes or no statement. And you need to look, okay, are they kind to me? Are they kind to my parents? Are they kind to strangers, waitresses, waiters, people that are serving them? Are they kind or are they arrogant? Are they acting superior? Those are questions, and those are things that you need to observe. This is a fundamental trait that fosters a loving and supportive relationship. This reflects respect and consideration. Those are things you need in a relationship because that creates emotional safety. Emotional safety. The biggest thing about this is getting to the emotional level because a lot of people's relationship stays at the surface, at the physical level. Oh, we're compatible. We get off in the bedroom. But after that, are you really compatible intellectually? Are you compatible emotionally? Are you compatible spiritually? We are 3 parts person. So one thing is not going to cover the other 2. You need that on every level. Number 2, can I share my heart with him? Now, this is very important. Emotional openness is essential for intimacy. And I mean real true intimacy, not just sex and sexual, but real true intimacy, being able to share with somebody things that bother you, your weaknesses, without fear of being judged, being criticized, or it being held against you at a later time. If you do not have that, that is a huge red flag, and that is telling you something. Because if you're able to provide that information and not fear judgment, that is showing you a deep level of trust and connection. And when trust is broken, or if there's any bit of doubt or mistrust, that is not going to fortify your relationship. That is always going to be that elephant in the room, that shadow looming over the relationship, because you haven't had that 100% trust in that relationship. And that's very crucial for a long-term loving relationship, marriage. Number 3, becoming your best version. Are they supporting you? Are they helping you to become that? Are they someone that is inspiring you, motivating you, and supporting you to grow and improve? Or do they want you to stay the same because they don't want to change? They don't want you to change because then they don't want to change either. When your partner encourages your ambitions, it's a sign of nurturing the relationship. And think about it. We have children that could be potentially in the picture. Are they going to help them be the best version of themselves? Or are they just going to allow them to be just like them? Not breaking any generational curses, not doing the hard work of dealing with self, learning, skilling themselves, up-tooling themselves, learning to communicate, learning about emotions, becoming emotionally intelligent, being able to talk and resolve issues and have conflicts without it being a blow up, disrespectful, and sometimes violent situation. This is a question you need to ask yourself. And number 4, can you imagine this person being a father or a mother to your children? This truly uncovers your compatibility and also your core values. Okay, you're looking at them, how they act, how they respond, what do they do in a normal day? How do they treat people in a normal day? Okay, those are the things that they're going to teach your child. Is that the type of man or woman that you would want your child to grow up to be? Answer is yes or no. And some of you have been in relationships long enough to know the change hasn't come. So how long are you going to put yourself on hold? How long are you going to continue to play it safe with this person with fear that something better is not out there for you? Trust me, there is. I felt the same exact way. Every relationship I got in, I felt like, okay, this is it. I have to make this work. There's not going to be anybody else better. I always played that lie in my head. And guess what? There was always something better. And I would always kick myself and like, oh my gosh, I stayed in that relationship too long. I put up with too much, this, that, and the third. And I know you're thinking the same exact way. So you have questions, go ahead, put them in the comments. We love to have a dialogue and a discussion. Do you think that you can make a decision on true love or compatibility with a person just based on these 4 questions? Are there any questions that you ask relationships, partners in your relationship to try to determine if they are a person moving forward? Thanks for tuning in. And until next time, remember, our relationship is impacted based upon communication, connection, and affection. And here at Legacy Impact Coaching, we teach couples how to have all 3 of those pillars for a long-lasting, loving relationship. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share. Until next time, take care.